What is the Internet of Things? The convergence of a few different technologies, such as RFID chips that are found on many products we now buy, the availability to produce sensors at far cheaper costs than in the past, and the robust Internet, have created the capability for an Internet of Things, IoT. IoT is the next phase of the web in which more than computers are hooked up to the Internet. We are now moving towards sensors attached to non-computing devices, such as thermostats, heart rate monitors, sprinklers, and home security systems that are attached to the Internet. This allows for the remote monitoring, control, and checking of the status of the device attached to the sensor. The history of IoT. The first known use of the IoT was at MIT, where university students used cheap sensors to monitor and restock their cola dispenser machine. More progress towards the IoT was made around the time of 1994, when a journal article by Reza Raji proposed the idea of moving packets of data in order to automate homes and factories. Around the mid-1990s, Microsoft, Novell, and several other companies began working on similar ideas. 14 years later, around 2008, IoT was rapidly expanding. There were more things than people attached to the Internet. How does IoT work? An IoT system consists of sensors and devices which talk to the cloud through some kind of connectivity. Once the data gets to the cloud, software processes it and then might decide to perform an action, such as sending an alert or automatically adjusting the sensors or devices without the need for the user to manually make changes. But if the user input is needed, or if the user simply wants to check in on the system, a user interface allows them to do so. Any adjustments or actions that the user makes are then sent in the opposite direction through the system, from the user interface to the cloud, and back to the sensors or devices to make the requested change. The Internet of Things will allow for automation, regulation, and control of devices on a mass scale. Cryptocurrencies will definitely be a part of the IoT, especially when it comes to the microtransactions required to fund the automation processes. IOTA and other cryptocurrencies are currently being developed in order to be the power behind the IoT.